let's continue looking at my DVDs. Ahoy hoy everybody, and welcome to the next part of a look at my DVD collection. And we're moving on to the final shelf of my bookcase full of normal film and television DVDs. I did notice as I was doing this there were some box sets in there that really should have been up with my box sets, so they will be moved after I've shown you them. So wet my whistle and let's get cracking. Previous parts on the playlist, future parts on the playlist. So first up, I mentioned a few videos back how I'd bought a load of DVDs off of one of my work colleagues. She wanted to clear the room basically, and so she was going to sell them all on eBay, and I said let me have a look at them first. So I bought, I think we paid £1 each from her. This was one of those. This was A Mighty Heart starring Angelina Jolie. This is based on a true story about journalist Daniel Pearl, who was kidnapped and killed by terrorists. And Angelina Jolie plays his wife, who was obviously trying to get him freed before he was killed. But yeah, very good film. Wonderful performance by Angelina. This is Wild Side, starring Christopher Walken, Joan Chen and Anne Heche. I don't remember much about the plot, to be honest. It's a thriller. So Alex is she's a bank clerk who also works as a call girl, and she gets involved with the married couple of Christopher Walken and Joan Chen. And when she gets involved in his dodgy dealings and so on and so forth. I don't remember much about the plot. It was quite a good film though. This is actually a Canadian release. This is a Region 1 DVD. It's quite sexy in parts. Next up is another Region 1. This is Life is Hot in Cracktown. This I got because it stars many people, but amongst them Shannon Sossamon, but also Kerry Washington, Brandon Routh, RZA, Ileana Douglas, Laura Flynn Boyle. Anybody else mentioned? No, nobody else mentioned. But it's one of these intertwining stories, films about life in, is it New York? Doesn't actually say on there. I think it's in New York, but it's one of those intertwining really good dramas. Anyway, yeah, good film. This is The Wonderful True Romance, the director's cut version. Has this got the normal version on as well? No, it hasn't. I'm sure you're aware, but this was written by Quentin Tarantino, but he didn't film this one. This was filmed by the late Tony Scott. Just a really, really good film. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. This is Hatchet 2. I think I've shown you the first one already. I really enjoyed the first one. Second one, it's got the advantage of having Danielle Harris added to the cast, replacing I can't remember the name of the girl who played the lead in the first one. But yeah, she's replaced by Danielle Harris in this one and in the third one. But as with most horror films, really, it's diminishing returns, but still an enjoyable film. It's Brendan Cole live and unjudged. You have seen if you've watched previous parts. I'm a Strictly fan. I like Brendan. I picked this up cheap. The main reason really for getting it is because he does a Dance to Purple Rain in it. This is Supergirl. This is Region 1 as well, I think. Or Region 0. It was definitely imported. I love Supergirl. I know it's cheesy. I absolutely adore Helen Slater for a start, but I just really love this film. As you can see from the sticker, this has got the full 124-minute international version on it. And various other extras on here. There have been even more expanded versions released since, I believe. This is Whodunit, the complete third series. I can't remember if I've shown you any of these. I might have shown you the first series already. No, I haven't, because I can see that in the pile. But Whodunit was a TV show on ITV in the 70s where a murder or a crime, normally a murder, but was enacted, and then a panel of celebrity guests had to work out who did it, basically, by asking questions and what have you of all the suspects, sort of a bit like Cluedo. First series was hosted by Edward Woodward, but then John Pertwee took over, and he's a lot of fun doing it as well. But yeah, they're always very enjoyable. Some of them more than others, but well worth watching. I have them all on DVD. I haven't watched the last series yet. This is series 4. More of the same. This is Halloween 2. This is the Rob Zombie remake. Halloween 2. Again, Danielle Harris was my main reason for purchase of both the remake Halloweens. I'm a fan of hers. They're okay. This one, the first one I enjoyed quite a bit. This one not as much, but it's got its moments. It is what it is. This is The Social Climber, starring Jennifer Love Hewitt. I picked this up very cheap, if memory serves, because she's always worth watching, if you know what I mean. It's a reasonable film. It's about a girl who fakes her way into becoming getting a top job in an ad agency, and it all goes tits up, basically. But yeah, it's okay. This is the first series of Whodunit. Edward Woodward's not as good as Pertwee presenting it, but still enjoyable. This is the second series, when Pertwee took over. This is rattling. Sort it out. So this is Hatchet 3. Nowhere near as good as the first one, and not really as good as the second one. This has got Zach Galligan in it, best known for being Billy in the Gremlins films. But yeah, still an enjoyable watch. It's the Thomas Crown Affair. This is also a Region 1 DVD. I've got a feeling this is another film that was out on DVD overseas. It's either before it was in cinemas, or it was not long after it was in cinemas over here. It's a remake starring Pierce Brosnan and Rene Russo. Really enjoyable thriller. Yeah, good watch. Recommended. Titanic. You're all familiar with Titanic. I enjoy the film. I've only watched it once or twice. It's a bit long, isn't it, really? But yeah, it's okay. Obviously, it has its faults. Another Region 1. For similar reasons already mentioned. This is Tomb Raider: The Cradle of Life. So that's the second Tomb Raider film, isn't it? I enjoyed both the Tomb Raider films. I like the games. They're good fun action films, you know, sort of in the vein of Indiana Jones and National Treasure and films like that. And Angelina's always excellent in anything she's in. This is excellent. This is Dead Set. This was a Channel 4 drama written by Charlie Brooker. And it's basically Big Brother's on, and whilst it's on, there's a zombie outbreak. And it's sort of all about that, really. But it's just really, really, really good. Davina McCall's in it, sort of as herself, who gets, spoilers, zombified. Really good cast. Jamie Winston is the lead in it. Andy Nyman's in it. Riz Ahmed's in it. The actor Kevin Eldon is in it. Yeah, really highly recommend Dead Set. As mentioned, Strictly fan. It's one of a myriad Strictly Come Dancing DVDs. This is Len's grand finale, the best of Strictly Come Dancing. So this is after Len left the judging panel. He picked his favourite dances. Some of these are on some of the other DVDs. Some of them aren't. But they're all always, you know, oh yeah, I remember that one. This is Wings of a Dove. Quite an old fact that it's advertising its widescreen, shows you how much of an early release this was. This is based on the novel by Henry James. It's directed by Ian Softly. It stars Helena Bonham Carter, Linus Roach, Elizabeth McGovern, Michael Gambon, Charlotte Rampling. It's a typical costume drama-y romantic drama type thing, but it's very good. This is Wild Wild West. I always want to go on and go Jim West, Desperado. Starring Will Smith and Kevin Kline and Salma Hayek. There's a lot wrong with it, but you can switch off and watch it and enjoy it. Yeah. Again, another early DVD, one of the old Clipper cases. Should be able to finish this pile. This is Road Trip. This is another Region 1. Again, it was out on DVD a long time before it was over here. I enjoy this film a lot. Sort of similar in vein to American Pie, but on a road trip. But very funny. Breckin Meyer, Amy Smart, Tom Green, Sean William Scott, Rachel Blanchard, Fred Ward. Todd Phillips did it. Yeah, I enjoy that a lot. This was part of the ones I bought for my friend at work. This is Seabiscuit, based on a true story about the horse Seabiscuit and the jockey who rode him. It's very good, enjoyable drama, typical sporting drama. You know what's going to happen. Well, it's a true story, so you do anyway. But yes, it's very well made. This is The Smoke. And I'm desperately trying to remember why I got this. Who's in this? It's somebody I like. Oh, yes. Yeah, no, it wasn't because somebody I was like in it. I just saw a trailer and thought it looked good. And it's not bad, actually, for a low-budget English, vaguely lock-stockish film. It's quite a good one. Matt D'Angelo, best known for EastEnders and Strictly, is the lead in it. Alan Ford, Stephen Marcus. It's got Lindsay Armau from Bewitched is in it, briefly. Gets her boobs out. Yeah, but it's quite a good example of the genre. That's the right phrase I was looking for. This is The Pleasure Principle. This is a film I had on VHS and upgraded to DVD fairly recently. This is released by Eclipse Media and it's actually on a DVD-R, which I hope is still alright. But it's an English sort of romantic comedy about a bloke played by Peter Firth who's trying to juggle 3 relationships, one with Hayden Gwynn, one with Lizette Anthony, and one with... Oh, she's not even listed on the cover. That doesn't help. Oh, I've forgotten her name. I'm going to put it on the screen. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. This is Jackass 2.5 uncut. So this was basically the stuff that was overflow from Jackass 2. They made into another little DVD only film. And I like Jackass, so I bought it. Basically. This is the second series of Black Mirror. I haven't watched any of the Netflix Black Mirror yet, but I watched all the Channel 4 ones and really loved it. This has got Be Right Back, which is the one with Hayley Atwell and Domhnall Gleeson, where Domhnall Gleeson was her husband or partner, and gets killed, and she gets a robot of him basically delivered. White Bear, which is excellent, which has got Tuppence Middleton and Leonora Critchlow, and I can't really explain that one without spoiling it. And the Waldo moment, which is probably the weakest of them, where Daniel Rigby is he voices and controls a CGI character, and it gets entered into a political race. But yeah, hardly recommend Black Mirror. This is the first series, so it starts with the national anthem, which is the famous one which sort of came true, where the Prime Minister is forced to have sex with a pig. 15 Million Merits, which is possibly my favourite one ever, which has got what's his name, Daniel bloke who went on to be in Get Out, and Jessica Brown Finley in the future, and to work you get credits, but you can enter a talent show that's sort of like the X Factor or something like that to progress. And yeah, again, spoilers. And the entire history review, which again is probably the weakest in this one, but it has got Jodie Whittaker in it, which is always good. You're in a world where you're always recording what's happening, and you can watch them back and what have you, and the pitfalls of that. Okay, one stack done. So thank you for watching this part. As I say, future parts will be on the playlist as are past parts. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks. Bye.